Hello everybody, welcome to Trafford Golf Centre. I'm Matt Fryer and today I've got another video to help you out with your golf. So today's topic, obviously by the title, how to be consistent at golf. Now, it's the word I hear the most when people come in for lessons. What you're looking for in your golf swing? Consistency. Consistency in what? What do you want consistency in? Do you want to move the ball in the consistent direction? Do you want to strike it consistently? What is it that we're looking for when we say consistency? So what is consistency? So they're doing the same thing, you know, in my eyes, when people say that they want that, they want a repeatable action in their golf swing. Now, if we can do some things pretty consistently, that word crops up again. If we can do the same things over and over again, we're going to start to see that we're going to be able to control our ball flight a little bit better. So 3 things I want you to focus on to gain more consistency in your golf swing. Number 1, where you are striking the ball on the face. Now, if you're hitting it all over, pattering the face all the time, you're not going to be seeing a consistent ball flight, because as it comes out of different parts of this golf club, the club will react differently and then the ball will go off in different directions. So all of a sudden it's going to be very hard to control where the ball is going relative to our target, just to the fact that we're not managing to get the middle or very close to the middle the majority of the time. So one of the things I like to do, even just building up in a practice session. Number 1, a little bit of foot spray or dry shampoo on your club head so you can start to see where you're going to be striking it from. Then from there, just little shots just to get a feeling of actually where we're striking the ball from. So I've got a 7-iron now, and all I'd start to do to warm up, just finding a little bit of tempo, feeling where my swing is, I'm going to look that I can start to get the ball out of this consistent spot. Not a bad little pitch. Oh, actually just hit the flag. And I'll get a close-up of this one, but slap bang out of the middle, and the ball did exactly what I wanted to. So my aim now, again in a short shot, would be to produce the same strike. If I can consistently start to produce the same strike, it's going to be easier for me to control the direction of where this ball is going. It's pretty much on the same spot again here. Very, very close. Seeing them almost touching, but well, they are touching. Just one that was slightly toey and the ball had a tiny bit of draw on it there, but pretty much went towards where I was aiming. So there, last one. That's got to be the toe. Yeah, a slightly toe one, and it's gone a little bit right of target there. So for me, I need to get that strike a little bit more towards the centre of the club to help me gain control of a consistent ball flight. The second thing I want you to focus on is where your club face is aiming relative to your target. Now, if we're delivering it looking all over the show, if it's pointing right of target one time, left of target the next, straight, the chances are we're not going to see it going towards where we want to go. It's going to be going off in a different direction. We're going to have to make some manipulations in other things to try and get it back to where we're going, just as the fact that we couldn't get it lined up to where we wanted to start the ball as we made the swing. So one of my favourite drills for this is just to place a ball at the end of the mat there, and I place another one just to the right of that one, just right of my target line, and then I place another one just to the left of the target line here. And then what I try to do is I get my ball lined up straight in line with this middle ball, which is running straight towards my ball to target line, and then I'd just have 3 balls with each, trying to put them over each individual ball. So I've got one that's right of target, one that's at target, and one that's left of target, and just see if I can learn to control the club face where it is aiming at impact to help me actually get it going towards where I want. So I'd start off, like I say, over my middle one. I'll be here, and I just think I'm going to get this looking straight towards that one. Right over the top of it, and it's straight down the target line. And notice here as I'm doing this, I'm only making small swings with my 7-iron because I'm just trying to get a feeling. I don't need to hit big shots. I don't need to smash it as far as I physically can. I actually need to deliver the club in the same manner all the time. So doing shorter swings and smaller swings is going to help me get the feeling that I can then take into my longer swings. And funnily enough, that one's just hit the same strike location again. So this time I'm going to take my normal setup, but now I'm going to see if I can actually get the face looking towards the right hand ball as I hit this one. And there we go, it's about 40 yards right of my target. Still struck it out the same location, but I've managed to control the direction of the face at impact, and I've hit it right of target. And then I go one more with my left one, same again. And I feel that face looking a bit more here as I'm coming in. And that is about 40 yards left of target. So all of a sudden, just by having this little cue for me in front of my ball here, I'm able to start to control where the club face is looking at impact, which is another thing that we need for consistency. We've got the strike, I'm hitting the same spot all the time, so I'm not going to see loads of different results. I'm starting to control the club face in the direction that I want, and now I'm going to get the third point out, which is the direction the club is swinging. Now, as you do that drill where you're moving the face around, I'm actually changing the direction of the club as well. I was focusing on the face. All the shots I hit were straight because the face and the path matched up. Now, as you want to deliver a more consistent face, it may be that you're quite comfortable hitting a fade, so you'd want to deliver the club a little out from in and the face looking a little bit right of that. So it might be that your face is 1 degree left of target, but you're swinging 3 degrees left of target, and you'd see a bit more of a cut shot. It might be that you want to see a bit of a draw, so you'd want to deliver the club more from the inside and let it travel out from there. Whilst you're doing this, in terms of this, I'm talking that the face is looking directly at target. So we'd see the ball just start pretty much on target, depending on how much you were moving the club into out or out to in. And then we'd see one consistent shot from there. So once you've got the middle of the club, and once you can get the face looking where you want to at impact, if you can then control where the club's swinging, you're going to see quite consistent ball flights because you're doing the same things over and over again. As I said at the start of the video, it's making that repeatable action. Now, a lot of people I teach say they want consistency, but don't know how they're going to go about it. Obviously, that's why we're here to help. But if you can just do the same thing, then just groove one thing in. And there's no big secret to getting good at golf, how these guys got on tour and stuff. They just stood on a range and found a way to make it work for them. And they just deliver the club very much in the same manner every time they hit the golf ball. It's within points of a degree that they're doing it. And these three things, if you can do these more consistently, get it out of the middle, get the face looking at target, and get the club traveling where you want, you're going to start to see more consistent golf shots. So one of my final drills for the club head direction where it's traveling would be a simple gate drill. If you were to just take the balls you've used for that drill that we just did there. So I've placed one just outside my golf ball here in front towards the target side, and I've placed one just back inside behind the target line here, which is going to influence more of an out to in path. Now, I would suggest you'd flip them around generally as people who are watching this video, because we'll commonly see that you are swinging it out to in. So you'd have the one that's away from target, that's going to be outside the golf ball, and the one that's closer to target, that'll be inside the golf ball. That then is going to allow you to start delivering a path that's more from the inside on a regular basis, on a repeatable basis, and hopefully if you've got that face under control and you're striking it right, there we go, a tiny little draw for me. You'll start to deliver more consistent ball flights when you're out on the golf course. So 3 big checkpoints there. Number 1, let's see if you can consistently get the same strike location on the club face. Number 2, let's see if you can consistently get the club looking in the same direction at impact. And number 3, let's see if you can consistently get the club travelling in the same direction at impact. Those 3 things linked together should start to see you hitting better, more consistent golf shots. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to hit that like button for me. Also, remember, go and follow me on my social media platforms. Loads more tips on those there as well. If you do want to come down and see me at Trafford Golf Centre, all the information's linked below. Subscribe to the channel for more free videos, and I'll see you soon with more tips to help your game.